Why did the UFC fighter cross the road, making excuses, trying to redefine martial arts? Because he was a greedy secret society bitch. A no KO, knockout kind of bitch, right? You expect us to believe some fat slug like you could survive on the battlefield? Well, we've all seen the pyramid text and the depictions of battles. There's not too many fat fucks like you on the battlefield for a reason. Because you are a lowly gladiator kind of Caesar bitch and not a martial artist, divine artist, or deadly artist, Heru artist, or Montu artist. Now that we have that set, in place. You are the same scum that want me to pretend the challenger would win when he was trained with the same potbelly UFC mentality that you have, that puts an emphasis on grappling and being strong and taking a hit, which is not going to help you survive. You're not taking a hit when you have a huge Shaka Zulu spear in your neck, you know what I'm saying? And being too slow to stop it from coming. I mean, we all know you are people in thongs that entertain us. You're not like me. So please stop insulting your families, your ancestors, and the martial artists within your race and history by pretending you're one of us. It's disgraceful, pathetic. You have no honor. You are blood-letting, blood sport, blood-sucking, blood money having bitches, and you know that. You know that. So when you look at Santa Cruz, it's the same problem that the UFC does. Corporations, white establishment, social norms, Greco-Roman kind of Viking, English, German, French, European imperialist social norms, and the corporations that allow the imperialists the money and the power they need to keep using propaganda and drugs on you. And therefore, you need to understand the difference between an apology, okay, and just feeling like you're sorry. You have to apply the desire to do the right thing. Faith without works is empty. Presentation is pathetic without the ability to apply it. And when you sit there saying, let's compare techniques all day, it's like a gay person saying, let's compare uniforms. No, let's not compare uniforms and entertainment. Let's focus on what martial arts are actually about. You little sissy fucking punk. Stop disgracing your ancestors by trying to make yourself seem good. That doesn't glorify your ancestors if you pull it off. They shake their head like, what are you doing here? Heaven is for people who live in reality, not illusion-loving bitches that make themselves good and think that their ancestors are proud of them for it. We're here with his ancestors holding our heads down because you want to admit that he's better, you pissant bitch. I promise you that's how your ancestors feel about you. And you probably would be right to kill yourselves if you don't acknowledge that I'm the best. All right, yeah. It's all fun and games until the whites in Santa Cruz don't want to admit that their streets, their police force, their secret societies set up the situation for black people who are martial artists, Rastas, beach lovers, and political dissidents to want to escape the drama in the bay by going to the beach. So they're in a certain emotional state of mind, and there's a lot of drugs and opportunity for the white power structure to fuck them over, using their own people there. And I promise you, the white power structure and the international financiers are using controlled opposition corporate-funded bitches in Santa Cruz to control the culture, to sabotage people like me, to make us feel like the liberals aren't going to listen to us. And they probably aren't, because of these corporate dogs, these spies, these shills, these on the payroll kind of bitches on the take, because they take for the snake and the vulture. Think about it. So no, I will never pretend I'm not the best, so you can disgrace your ancestors and mine and ruin the world. And I won't sell out for Caesar's money. Render unto Caesar that which is his. He has proven with actions that he is Caesar, right? Just like I've proven with actions I'm the top martial artist, and they're trying to use Caesar's money to play it off. I mean, what is better proof than making every martial artist disgrace themselves trying to cover up that you're the best? No one has ever proven it as definitively as I have. Fumed, drugged, gang-stalked, dehydrated. Okay, over 100 victories, no losses. The only thing that was close to a loss is when I first started learning sparring. We all know that doesn't count, So, and it was an official match. So no losses, nothing but victories. And I live in a place with less than 1% black people. If you think that these people don't have a racial motivation for trying to cover up how the top martial artist in American history is a black guy that lives in a county that's less than 1% black, with a bunch of other races trying to impress their airhead bitches. If you don't get the significance of that, man, you are a stupid fuck. If you look at my videos and say, he's not as good as he thinks, you're a dumbass. Because there's millions of martial artists in America who have already conceded my point, And if they haven't themselves, their masters have. Their martial arts associations and the elders in their faction or their school of martial arts already have. By not being able to beat me and by resorting to propaganda, white social norms, mainstream misconceptions, debauchery, cheating, coercion, attempted bribes, and other despicable non-black behavior that we see all too common all throughout history from these non-black martial artists. Thank you.